All right, everyone, get ready for a deep dive today that's straight from the future of tech. We're taking a close look at Tesla, but not just their cars. You guys know by now we love to go beyond the surface, and you specifically wanted to unpack all this talk about Tesla and AI. So we dug into this article, Tesla's Evolution into an AI Company. And let me tell you, it is fascinating stuff.
Yeah, when you hear Tesla, you think electric cars, right? But Wall Street, they're starting to see them totally differently.
Yeah, it's not just about being the cool electric car company anymore, huh? What's the article saying then?
So analysts, and these are the pros over at places like Deutsche Bank, they're calling Tesla a full-on tech platform now.
Okay, tech platform, so it's bigger than just the cars themselves.
Way bigger, yeah. And the key to it all, they're saying, is AI.
AI, all right, so like artificial intelligence, but how does that even work with Tesla? They make cars.
Right, but think about it. Self-driving features, that's AI in action. And Deutsche Bank, they're putting their money where their mouth is.
Oh, yeah. How so?
They just bumped up their price target for Tesla stock by a whopping 36%.
Whoa, 36%, that's huge. They must be pretty convinced about this whole AI thing then. But is it just hype? I mean, lots of companies talk about AI.
It's not just talk, and that's what's so interesting about Tesla. They're not just researching it, they're already putting AI into their products right now.
So like those self-driving cars we were just talking about.
Exactly. They're gathering data from those cars every single day, and that data is what makes their AI smarter. And it's not just self-driving. They're also working on robots, believe it or not.
Robots. Okay, now that is some next-level stuff. So they're really going all in on AI. But here's the thing, a lot of companies are developing AI tech these days. What makes Tesla different? What gives them an edge in the AI game?
That's the million-dollar question, isn't it? And the article highlights a couple of things that set Tesla apart. First off, data, and more data. Remember how I said their cars are constantly gathering information? That data is pure gold for training AI systems.
It's like having a million little spies on the road, all reporting back on what they see.
Exactly. Every mile driven is a learning opportunity for their AI. They're amassing this incredible real-world data set that most companies can only dream of.
So they've got the data advantage, but what's the other thing? What's the second part of their secret sauce?
It's not enough to just have the data. You have to know what to do with it. And that's Tesla's other big strength. They're not just hoarding this data, they're putting it to work.
They're not letting it sit on a shelf somewhere, gathering dust.
Exactly. They're integrating their AI directly into their products, like those self-driving cars.
Right, they're full self-driving tech, or FSD as I've seen it called.
Exactly. FSD is a perfect example of Tesla's AI ambitions in action. It's not just a flashy feature, it's a glimpse into the future of driving.
Okay, so we're talking about AI that can actually take the wheel. That's both impressive and, I'll be honest, a little unnerving. But to really understand how this works, we need to dig a little deeper into the tech behind it all. What exactly are we talking about here? What's the magic behind Tesla's self-driving capabilities?
Well, to understand that, we need to talk about two things: computer vision and neural networks.
All right, so let's break it down for our listeners. What are computer vision and neural networks, and how do they play a role in all of this?
All right, so computer vision. Imagine giving a car the ability to actually see, like we do.
Okay, so it's not just about having cameras, it's about actually understanding what those cameras are picking up.
Exactly. Tesla's cars, they have cameras all around them, giving them like a 360-degree view of everything that's happening.
So it's like having eyes everywhere, not just looking straight ahead.
Right, which is super important for driving, obviously. But the cameras are only part of it. The real magic happens with the neural networks. This is where it gets really mind-blowing.
Okay, neural networks, now we're talking. Break it down for me. How do you teach a car to think like a human driver?
Well, you basically create a system that mimics how our brains work. So these neural networks, they learn from experience, just like we do.
Okay, so how do they get that experience? Is it like driver's ed for AI?
Basically. Remember all that data Tesla's cars are collecting. That's the key. They feed all of that data images, sensor readings, all of it into the neural network.
So the AI is basically learning by watching millions of hours of real-world driving.
Exactly. It's like giving a student driver access to the combined experience of a million other drivers. And the more data they feed into this system, the smarter it gets.
That's incredible when you think about it, but this article you shared, it talks about something even bigger than just Tesla's cars, this whole Musk-conomy thing.
Right, the Musk-conomy. That's where things get really interesting because we're not just talking about one company anymore.
It's like Elon Musk's own little universe of tech over there.
In a way, yeah. You've got Tesla, SpaceX, Neuralink, even the Boring Company, and they're all connected, with AI at the center of it all.
Okay, so it's like instead of each company operating in its own little bubble, they're sharing resources and knowledge, specifically when it comes to AI.
Exactly. And the article even gave a cool example. Did you catch that part about Tesla's batteries?
Yeah, they're using those in SpaceX spacecraft, right?
Exactly. They took the battery technology they developed for their cars and said, hey, we can use this for space travel too.
That's such a great example of how the Musk-conomy actually works in practice. But what about the other companies? Like Neuralink, they're doing that wild stuff with brain-computer interfaces. How does that fit into all of this? Neuralink, now that's where things get really futuristic. Like, are we talking mind-reading cars soon?
Uh-huh. Not quite. But it's definitely a field with a lot of potential. And when you start thinking about how Tesla's AI advancements, especially in computer vision, could be applied to what Neuralink is doing, that's where things get really interesting.
Okay, I'm intrigued. Give me an example. How could you use something like computer vision in a brain-computer interface?
Well, imagine using AI to decode the visual information being processed by the brain. This could lead to breakthroughs in prosthetics for the visually impaired, for example, or even treatments for certain neurological conditions.
Wow, so we're talking about potentially restoring sight or improving brain function. That's huge.
And it all circles back to AI. It's the common thread that ties all of these Musk ventures together.
This Musk-conomy isn't just some abstract concept. It's actually leading to real-world applications that could have a major impact on people's lives. No wonder investors are so excited.
They're seeing the forest for the trees. The article even mentioned that AI is now considered twice as important as electric vehicles for Tesla's future stock price. Think about that. It's not the cars themselves driving the excitement. It's the AI behind them.
Investors are always looking for the next big thing, and it sounds like they're betting big on AI with Tesla leading the charge.
And they're probably right to do so. The article made it clear we're on the verge of a major AI revolution. It's going to touch every aspect of our lives.
It's a lot to wrap your head around. We've gone from electric cars to self-driving tech, robots, the Musk-conomy, all sparked by a simple question about Tesla and AI.
It's amazing how quickly things are changing in the tech world. It's an exciting time to be following all of this.
It definitely is. But as we wrap up this deep dive, I'm left wondering what other groundbreaking AI developments are happening right now that we don't even know about. What other companies or industries are quietly pushing the boundaries of what's possible with AI? That's something for all of us to ponder. This is The Deep Dive, signing off for today. Keep those questions coming, and we'll catch you on our next adventure into the world of tech.